shifting, the vibration rising, inner wisdom listening, no more disguising the truth within, the power we hold, stories untold, waiting to unfold. Spiritual essence shining bright, activating power day and night. Empowered women standing tall, breaking down barriers, giving our all. Higher self-connection, the ultimate key. Living more fulfilling life, wild and free. Inner peace cultivated, focus and clarity. This is the journey, this is our story. Guided by Regal Cameron, spiritual activation queen, illuminating our way.
Hi everyone, I am Coach Regal Cameron, your spiritual activation coach. I empower women to live a life of possibilities through health and wellness, mind, body, and spirit by giving them the tools and exercises they need in order for them to create the life that they want to live. Now let's get into today's topic. Hi everybody, it's me, Coach Regal, again coming back at you with another video. And in our spiritual activation series, we're going to be talking about today is recognizing your inner voice. And that's something that not a lot of people can do because there's so much noise going on in their head. They don't really hear themselves. So the most important thing is to listen to yourself. Don't listen to anybody else unless there's someone you trust that will give you very sound advice. Okay, that's what I would say. So I'm going to continue with the story from my first video in this series where I talked about my spiritual awareness and how I became spiritually aware. Sorry, I'm sitting on a pillow so I can sit up a little bit higher, but anyway, we're gonna get on with this. Okay, so as you know, back in the summer of 1998, in my story, I was working as a customer service representative for Dynamic Essentials. You know, that's where I did a lot of my work back then, and I had just gotten out of the military, really trying to find myself, didn't really know who I was, and I would go out to lunch every day, and it would either be at Subway or just some place around that was close to the job. And go back to see the first video to hear how it all started. So once I got the spiritual awareness of myself and who I was, and did not like the person that I saw on the page, later on that day after I got off work, I took a journey to Barnes and Nobles. Yeah, I went to the self-help section where I started looking at books. Started looking at books, looking for something to help me really start to change to the person that I wanted to be, start to being more of a positive person, being more self-aware, really dealing with my hurt and my pain and my unforgiveness, my anger that I had towards my family, towards my mom, towards the man that molested me. And I really just wanted to heal myself, and quite honestly I didn't know how. So I figured the best thing for me to do, head to the self-help section. Now mind you, at this time in my life I was very into church and really had a very deep faith in God. I still have that deep faith in God. But sometimes church does not always help you with your issues. It doesn't always help you solve the hurt, solve the problem, or I should say heal from the hurt and solve the problems in your life. They don't always give you really tangible ways of doing it. It's always at a very spiritual religious way of how to handle those things. And sometimes it don't always work. So I am more of a practical on hands type of person who I need stuff that's going to help me work through my pain, work through my unforgiveness, work through my hurt, work through the anger that I had. So in doing so, with me going to Barnes and Nobles, I found Iyanla Vanzant, and I have been following her since 1998. And this woman literally changed my life. She gave me tools and exercises and things that I could do to help myself heal, to help myself release the anger, release the pain, help myself just become that person that I wanted to be. And that feels really good, because now that I look back, and that was over 25 years ago, and I see myself now, and I see myself as the person that I wanted to be then, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to really work in the forgiveness or release the pain or release the hurt. And the first book that I purchased from her was One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. That started my healing process. That helped me recognize how to listen to my inner voice. It really spoke to my soul, my spirit. It helped me hear. It helped me hear myself. It also helped me calm all of the chatter, the sounds that I was hearing and listening at other people, and really just not believing in myself. This book helped me believe in myself, helped me to realize that my voice is the most important voice in my life. Your voice is the most important voice in your life. And if that voice is silenced, you're not in a good place. You're not in a good place. Because the person that you need to hear the most is you. You need to be able to know where you are mentally, spiritually, physically, in your mind. And the more and more I did the exercises in the book, I started to birth self-awareness. And being self-aware, I would say, is the key to actually hearing your spiritual voice that lives inside of you, the voice that lives inside of you. So if you want to be spiritually aware, what can you do as a person to become more spiritually aware, to become more self-aware of yourself? I've got a couple of questions for you, okay? What are my goals in personal growth? What am I learning about myself? And what is my purpose in life? Okay, now I know those questions seem like, well, wait a minute. She was just talking about self-awareness. Well, wait a minute. She was just talking about being spiritually aware. What is really going on? Okay. Well, recognizing your inner voice will help you with those goals, personal growth goals. But in order to do that, you got to get into a small, still space. Quiet, so you can hear your body, hear your mind. And in the midst of you doing that, getting in a space that's quiet, do it for about 3 or 4 minutes, even 5, or I'll put it like this. You can do it as long as you want. But I would say starting out, give yourself anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes of just sitting in quiet. And when you sit in quiet, what I normally do is I say a little prayer, like, God, please help me to hear my inner voice. Help me to calm my spirit so that I can hear what my body is telling me, so I can hear what my spirit is telling me. So after I say that prayer, amen, I say that prayer, amen, and then I move forward and I just sit in quiet. And you can sit in quiet. Basically, it depends on what you do. You could do this, with your fingers and your pinky out there and just put them by your side. Or you can sit with your hands on the arms of the chair. If the chair that you're sitting on has arms, and just let your hands face down. Or you could just sit in a comfortable space, whether if you're sitting on the floor in Indian style, or if you're sitting in a chair, sit with your feet flat on the ground. And just sit in quiet. And what you do as you're sitting in the quiet, you're listening. You're listening to your breath. You're breathing in. Release. You're breathing in. And you want to hold the breath. Here, I'll do it. Hold the breath at least 4 counts. You breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then release. 2, 3, 4. And you just count to yourself. And as you're focusing on your breath, then your mind starts to calm down. And when your mind starts to calm, then you can listen for how your body feels. If you're feeling stress and tension in your body, you may feel it in your neck. You may feel it in your arms. You may even feel it in your legs. But just listen at what your body is telling you. Is your body saying, you need to slow down? You need to relax more? Is your body saying, I'm okay today? Or, I'm not okay today? But as you sit in that space, you begin to literally feel your body's motion. That's the first step. You can do this every day or every other day until you're comfortable with yourself. Once you're comfortable with yourself, then finally recognizing your inner voice is listening to your soul speak the truths of your life. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. The things that you hide from everybody else. And some of you even hide them from yourself. Because you don't want to look at the ugly. You don't want to deal with that molestation at 5 or 7 or 10. You don't want to deal with that hurtful thing that your mother said to you that nobody mom says to them. So when you listen at your soul speak the truths in your life, that's when you start to deal with your personal growth. Okay? That's when you start to learn more about yourself. Because it's challenging. Your soul speaks. It's challenging you to deal with those issues. So when you get in that quiet space and you're listening to your spirit, that's what you're going to hear. But you'll get to a space if you keep pushing. If you keep listening to yourself, if you have a desire to change the person that you are into the person that you want to be, you just move forward. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anything stop you from getting to that space of joy, that space of happy. Because I'm telling you, when you get there, it really makes you feel good about yourself. It gives you a totally different perspective on life. You really have a glass is half full versus glass is half empty mentality. So that's kind of what I'm giving you today. Now I want to give you I'll give you a little bit more. Imagine your intuition as a compass, always pointing you in the direction of your true north. Even when the path seems unclear, trust that it's leading you where you need to go. Okay? So if you know about that true north, it's like the North Star in the sky. You know that star that the three wise men, I think it was three wise men, was, trying to find baby Jesus. They was looking at the North Star, your true north. Okay? To find yourself. So I hope today's session was good. If you have any questions, hey, put them down in the comments. I will respond to those comments. Also, if you have, I'll actually put in the post the questions from this session so that you can go back and refer to them. But yeah, that's it. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at I am Coach Regal. Thank you for watching today's video. Remember, activate your spirit so you can transform your life. I am your spiritual activation coach, Regal Cameron. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Feel the energy shifting, the vibration rising, inner wisdom listening, no more disguising the truth within, the power we hold, stories untold, waiting to unfold. Spiritual essence shining bright, activate, empower day and night. Empowered women standing tall, breaking down barriers, giving our all. Higher self-connection, the ultimate key. Living on fulfilling life, wild and free. Inner peace, cultivated focus and clarity. This is the journey, this is our story. Guided by Regal Cameron, the spiritual activation queen, illuminating our way. Shifting, the vibration rising, inner wisdom listening, no more disguising the truth within, the power we hold, stories untold, waiting to unfold. Spiritual essence shining bright, activate, empower day and night. Empowering women standing tall, breaking down barriers, giving our all. Higher self-connection, the ultimate key. Living a fulfilling life, wild and free. Inner peace, cultivated focus and clarity. This is the journey, this is our story. Guided by Regal